Your life is mine. May I? Ready, sweetie? Accept defeat. Time to plunder. I'm listening. Accept defeat. Stealthy as can be. Your life is mine. Orders for me? Aye, aye. Oh, how debonair. Don't worry, dear. Accept defeat. Orders, if that's what you want. Exactly. X marks the spot. May I? Ready, sweetie? Your life is mine. Orders for me? Aye, aye. Careful now. For treasure! Stealthy as can be. Time to plunder. Oh, how debonair. I'm listening. Don't worry, dear. If that's what you want. You asked for this. May I? Aye, aye. Ready, sweetie? Exactly. X marks the spot. Careful now. Orders from me. Orders. May I? Ready, sweetie? I'm listening. Time for your punishment. Time to plunder. Exactly. Here. Orders, if that's what you want. Aye, aye. Don't worry, dear. X marks the spot. Orders from you. Feeling naughty. Stealthy as can be. If that's what you want. To plunder. Ready, sweetie? May I? Here. Exactly. Orders? Aye, aye. I'm listening. Feeling naughty.
Hi there, Summoners. GuardianE here with another Camilla Emblem clear video in Fire Emblem Heroes. And today, we are taking on the Mythic Bound Hero battle featuring Heiðrún and Eikbyrnir. So these two absolute formidable powerhouse tanks, beasts, monsters on the battlefield. Just veritable walls of defensive power. Just really, really tanky. Tons of sustain and healing, and obviously with that Abyssal stat line is nothing to scoff at. So really threatening stuff, especially the two of them together, and I think there is actually a decent amount of synergy between the two as well. And allowing them both to approach is a pretty scary prospect. Now, essentially, the strategy that we employed with this one is a little bit of divide and conquer. Again, I think together they're actually pretty scary. And so if you're able to split them up, you can kind of take them on one at a time and pick them off. Neither of them actually have distant counter built in. They're just incredibly, incredibly tanky. So they're just formidably walking towards you as your just attacks are dinging off of them. But otherwise, they don't have innate distant counter, and intelligence systems did not give them distant counter as a seal. So that being said, you can take pot shots from afar, to kind of whittle them down, and that's effectively what we did today. So let's take a look at the Camilla emblem we brought with us. So of course, we got Brave Camilla, plus 10, 15 Dragon Flowers, attack and speed assets, summoner support, native Sangreether, return plus, holy pressure, attack speed catch 4 and attack speed catch 3 for the A slot and seal respectively, Poetic Justice for the B slot, and Goad Flyers for the C. We got the Fair Pirate pair of Hinoka and Camilla, plus 10, 10 Dragon Flowers, plus attack and speed. I got Mermaid Bow, reposition, Deadeye, attack speed push 4, speed res far trace 3, defense res rain 3, and attack speed form 3 for the seal. We've got Ninja Camilla, Midnight Bloom Camilla, plus 10, 5 Dragon Flowers, attack and res assets, Flowery Scroll, reposition, Glimmer, close salvo, seal res 4, attack res hold, and attack res rain 3 for the seal. And finally, we have Legendary Camilla, Alluring Darkness, completely neutral, Bewitching Tome, reposition, Blazing Wind, Remote Sparrow, Spoil Rotten, Deadly Miasma, and Savage Blow 3 for the seal. This is actually going to be the last video. Before I do my merges, we did successfully get our plus 10 in the last banner for Legendary Camilla, and super excited about that. But since this challenge released before I got the plus 10, I wanted to take it on without the plus 10, right? So like I mentioned, a lot of the strategy involves dividing and conquering, and because of that, it's heavily reliant on positioning in order to influence the AI to move in such a specific way. So first and foremost, a key entry point here is really against the leftmost units, which is the Manakete and the Cavalier here, as well as the Bowfighter over here. We are going to be able to enemy phase on the left-hand side. That's kind of the weak point. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to offensively reposition with Legendary Camilla and shift Ninja Camilla up here to take out the green Manakete on player phase. And that does leave her in prime position to enemy phase units on the left-hand side. We're just going to shift up the rest of the Camillas into position here to support, and in preparation for the following turn. So enemy phase here, again, the Cavalier going down to the Vantage Magic Brave effect of Ninja Camilla. Got another spawn here making its appearance, more scary units. So we're going to take out the newly spawned Red Cavalier with Ninja Camilla on player phase once again. We're going to leave her at this choke point, so she is going to be able to take out the advancing enemies on the left side. As far as this Lance Fighter on the right-hand side, we do want to take them out as well. We're going to use the Pirate pair to take them out, and we want to gain a little bit of special charge. Really, that's the goal here. Not only to take them out, but also use this opportunity to gain some special charge on the Deadeye. We are also going to reposition and then shift to the right with Legendary Camilla 2. Again, all about the intricate positioning to make sure the units are doing and behaving the way that we want them to. So there we go, enemy phasing. And what we get here is actually Heiðrún stuck in a little bit of a reposition loop, which is actually really useful for us, because as Heiðrún is stuck in a reposition loop, we have Eikbyrnir making an appearance on and advancing on the left-hand side through the choke point, and that lets us kind of pick him off as he approaches safely away from Heiðrún. So that is what we're going to do. We're actually going to fall back a bit here. We're going to move back with Ninja Camilla right over here. We're going to actually use Return Plus with Brave Camilla to heal, as well as move her safely out of the danger zone. And then we're just going to shift up and straddle the danger zone up here on the right-hand side with Legendary Camilla and the Fair Pirate pair. So again, we've got Heiðrún kind of in this reposition loop, Eikbyrnir bearing down on us, which is of course scary in its own right. And then we've got another batch of different units that have appeared. So we have a Blue Thief over here, we've got an Axe Fighter here as well, and then Eikbyrnir right behind the Eikbyrnir is the Lance Cavalier following suit. So we want to be very careful about the order and the positioning of how we're going to be attacking with our units at this point, because obviously Eikbyrnir is right here. So the first thing we want to do is actually use Legendary Camilla to take out the Lance Cavalier. And by doing so, we're going to invoke the splash damage, the after combat splash damage of both the Savage Blow and the Deadly Miasma. That is going to chip down Eikbyrnir a little bit. It's also going to have the Divine Vein effect of Haze, which is nice too. That is going to disable any bonuses on Eikbyrnir, as well as provide the in-combat debuff. We're going to follow up against Eikbyrnir with Ninja Camilla here. Just double up an attack. Once again, he doesn't have distant counter, so we can safely poke away at him. And we're going to finish him off with Brave Camilla here as well. So it took all three of them. Of course, all of the Camillas are within attacking range of the Axe Fighter, so we are going to have to tank that attack, but we are going to be able to do it. And then on the right side, the Pirate pair, we're going to take out the Blue Thief over here. There we go, easy peasy. And then we're going to actually use our Kanto to shift out of the danger zone on the right side. So now that Eikbyrnir is down and the Axe Fighter attacks, again, we got to tank that hit. That is fine. We've got a series of red units on the right-hand side with Heiðrún making their advance. So we want to take out the Axe Fighter here right quick so we can just ready ourselves for the incoming battle. We're going to reposition the pirate pair to the left to be able to take out the Axe Fighter here. Again, gain a little bit more special charge for the Deadeye. We're going to use Brave Camilla to heal back up Legendary Camilla. Actually, a lot of her skills do rely on having a certain HP threshold, so it is wise to just heal her up where possible. And then we're actually going to shift her back over here. The danger zone right here is just for this particular player phase. It's actually going to shrink right into the enemy phase, so she is still safe. And then the enemy is going to continue to make their advance. Now the strategy at this point is actually to get rid of all of Heiðrún's allies, because, most notably, her Divine Nectar is reliant upon her having an ally within 2 spaces. If she has no allies, then there's no Divine Nectar. And so then we can actually do damage to her, because otherwise doing damage to her was a kind of a difficult prospect. So in order to accomplish that and isolate Heiðrún, we're going to first use Brave Camilla to take out the red flyer. That's actually also going to inflict gravity on Heiðrún to slow her approach. Very, very critical and important. And we're going to take out the red bat here with Legendary Camilla, do a little splash damage to Heiðrún as well. We're going to have the Kanto afterwards to be able to move up a tile. Then we're going to go ahead and shift forward with the fair pirate pair to make the final attack on the remaining troops that are not Heiðrún. So we've got the red Manakete over here. We're going to be doubling up against the red Manakete to take them out here. So attacking with Legendary Camilla, sustaining some damage in the process, using Kanto to shift away, and then finishing off with the fair pirate pair here, as you can see. Kanto away. And then again, we'll use the gravity to our advantage. So there we go. Very nice. And then reposition to safety. So once again, now Heiðrún is all by her lonesome, and the Divine Nectar, which is the biggest obstacle in taking her out, is now subdued. So we're going to be using Legendary Camilla effectively to chip away at Heiðrún slowly but surely over the course of many turns, and then also using gravity to kite her and make sure that she doesn't get too dangerously close to us. So we're going to shift away with Ninja Camilla, again inflict the gravity with Brave Camilla, and Heiðrún is going to heal a bit in the process too, of course, with the after combat healing. But proccing the Holy Pressure does help a bit too. We're going to reposition to safety with the Pirate Pair, and also use the Kanto to get out of dodge. So once again, Heiðrún making her approach. Again, we're going to be using this tree stump here as to our advantage, again to kite around and chip away at Heiðrún. Once again, Legendary Camilla, really the one putting in the work with the chip damage after combat. So there we go, Kanto away. Going to use, of course, the Brave Camilla Sangreether to cast gravity on her, and once again reposition to safety. So as she shifts back and forth here, we're going to continue to chip away. Again, it's not a race, it is a marathon, but we do get there. We are getting there. Okay, sit tight here. We'll actually reposition Ninja Camilla into position to reposition Legendary Camilla to safety. Once again, getting that gravity going there. There we go, and reposition to safety. And I think this should be the final turn, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Getting her down to 1 HP. Dinging her. And then, of course, the Divine Vein Haze is also going to help here in doing some additional damage. So, oh, this is actually not going to be the turn. I always kind of flub this up a little bit just because I always mix up like how I should be moving against Heiðrún here. I've done it a couple of different ways. And really, the point is, what we need to do is get Heiðrún down to like 1 HP with the chip damage and the out-of-combat damage, and then be sure to proc Brave Camilla's special to actually do enough damage to KO Heiðrún here. So, yeah, that's a very long-winded way of taking out this Bound Hero battle with Camilla Emblem, but that is the strategy that I employed. Let me know down below what strategies and teams you ended up using to take on this Mythic Bound Hero battle. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider leaving a like, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. We thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, let's protect those skies.